What's rocking? What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Got a special and exciting video. I know I'm excited about it. It's a CGC unboxing. It's our first one, our first submission to CGC. Finally rolled in after months of waiting. Learned a lot from this submission, and I'm going to tell you what I learned from this submission, as well as unbox it for you guys. I haven't checked the scores yet. I haven't peeked. The only thing I checked on CGC's website was the tracking because I couldn't wait for this box to come. But I'm going to open it up, reveal the scores, see what we got today. Stick around, check it out. Be right back. What's rocking, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to a fun and exciting first ever CGC unboxing. Normally we do the Funko Pops, sometimes we do the comics. Today we're sticking with the comics route, opening our first ever submission to CGC. I couldn't wait to get this. Learned a few things from this. I'm going to explain that in a second, but if it's your first time here, if you like Funko Pops, if you like comic books, do us a favor, click on that subscribe button down below. Much appreciated. While you're doing that, I went like this. That's also a nice solid thumbs up. If you like what you see today, give us a nice solid like too. Much appreciate the likes, but also appreciate the comments as well. Let us know what was your favorite from the unboxing today that we got. Let us know. Let us know as far as if you have anything out to CGC that you can't wait to get back. I'd love to see what you guys got, see what your favorite books are, maybe see how long you've been waiting as well. So here it is. Finally got it. We got 4 books in here. Now, this was my first submission on my own that I did myself. I did one other submission a while back through my local comic shop, and that I absolutely loved. That kind of got me into the whole CGC thing, because that first ever book that I sent out came back at 9.8, and from then I was pumped because that was my own private collection from a while back. So I was like, all right, I started looking more into graded comics and stuff. Even though I have thousands and thousands of raw books, I recently got into grading some of my older stuff to see what it would come back at. That's what this is. Part of this order is from my own personal collection, as well as a collection I picked up a while back. I picked up someone's whole Marvel collection that they were getting rid of close to where I live. So for the price of it, I couldn't beat it. You know, they let go with a collection. I picked it up. Definitely worked in my favor. Can't wait to see what the grades came back on this one. I'm a little nervous because this submission came back in 2 parts. The reason why it came back in 2 parts, because the first one I did one of the custom labels on just because I thought it was cool. It was one of my old personal books. And this was it. It's Wolverine #1. This came back in 8.5. Now, let me explain to you about this and why it took so long with CGC and everything, because I learned my lesson. CGC, I learned a bit. It's always good to get your books pressed before you send them out to have them graded and everything. I went through CCS. Yeah, okay. CCS it's good for what it is. If you just need a quick press on a book, it's not really quick. But if you just need a simple press on a book, they'll do it for you. Cool. But I recommend finding your own presser that's going to put the time and the love into your books that you love so much. Because if you find your own presser, which I have, I found an awesome guy, Gamma Rays, you're awesome, that puts the time and love into every book you send them and have them press, cleaned, and everything. Because this one came back in 8.5. Really, if I would have had this pressed by him, I probably could have got maybe one grade bump. I could have got a 9 on it, maybe. Because other than that, they said there was, I forget what the exact grader notes were on it, but it wasn't anything major. I mean, definitely stuff that could have been pressed out on this, but very cool. I always loved this back. Definitely awesome. Wolverine, the reason why I sent this was one of the first books I ever got as a kid, and I've had this book in my possession for at least, geez, this came out in 88. I got this probably in 90, so do the math. You figure it out. So that was from my personal collection. This also took so long because I also had CCS press it. So that's why I'm waiting to see, anxious to see what we got in here. I sent these in April and just got them back now. You know, the turnaround time as far as CCS takes forever. I think they're at 137 days now for pressing. but CGC themselves, they've worked down, if you do fast track is at 47 days. I think regular standard is about 107 days for grading time. I did fast track on this. So from April to now, definitely quite a wait. I do have some more books that I got sent out to them. They're still stuck in CCS, so we'll see. And it's funny because the order that I still have there was sent in before this order. That was sent in March. This one was sent in April. The March order I'm still waiting on. But that was more books. That's 8 books. This one's only 4, plus the one was only 5. So let's crack into it. See what we got. Can't wait. Love my books. Love my comics. Love just the fact, going through my old collection now, it's been like a trip down memory lane from like when I started collecting, because as you can tell, I collect several things, not just comics, but also Funko Pops. But like I said, the whole thing, like between buying the one collection that I picked up, was able to get a lot of awesome books that I didn't have. I was able to find some old books that I had. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to try not to look at the grade before I show you guys. Get through all this stuff. Heritage auctions. Okay, slabs. Good. Fantastic advertisements. Gotta love it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, that's my invoice right on top. See how they have everything packaged together. Boom. Plenty of bubble wrap. Set this aside, and I'll work from the bottom up. I don't want to see. I want to see which one's the back, because I don't want to see the front yet. I want to show that off with you guys. That's the front. This would be the back. Right. Yes. Okay. I'm going to look at you guys. I'm going to cover up the grade. I'm going to show it to you. This is not looking at, let's see. We'll go with this one first. I'm going to cover it up. There we go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #4. Now I'm actually looking at the grade on the back of this. Not bad for CCS, this book. This was part of my own personal collection when I was a kid. So I've had this book quite some time. This came out in '87. I probably got it about '89. This is the second print. The reason why I love the second print as opposed to the first, if you guys remember the old video game, they used the cover from this book on the old NES video game back in the day. And we came back at, boom, a 9 on that one. Very cool. Awesome. Now this book, I knew when I sent it out that it had some issues as far as corners and stuff go. There was, I know, some creasing up at the top, which I could still see. It didn't really press out. If I would have sent that to a presser, they could have probably pressed that out for me. White pages, very cool. No spine ticks, nothing. The only thing is that slight creasing at the top, which I guess knocked me down to the 9. Very cool. I see a color breaking spine tick in the back there, so maybe that's what they knocked me down on. A couple things that broke corner, a little damage up there in the corner, but definitely for the age of the book. I mean, this is 87, 2017 will be this up there as far as age goes. So, very cool. Very, very, very cool. I love that cover. Awesome. Next one we got for you, sticking with the Ninja Turtles theme, because these were all, like I said, part of my private collection when I was a kid. Cover that grade up there for you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1, 5th printing. Don't wish I had the first printing. Do not, unfortunately. But I think I picked this up when I was a kid. This came out in '88 as well. I picked this up right around the same time I picked up #4. I think I got it for $5 at the time. But this one was in better shape than #4. There was minimal damage as far as the spine ticks, or there was actually, I don't think, any spine ticks on this one. The corners weren't the sharpest, so, and that's why we got 9.4 on that. Definitely happy with the 9.4 on that bad boy. believe it or not, I actually liked this cover, I think, better than the first printing. Just the look of it. I think that red really pops and everything. Very cool looking. I see as far as the layout, as far as the pages are a little off on that, but 9/4 white pages, I will take it every single day on a book that age. Very cool. Ninja Turtles. What kid, when I was growing up, who didn't love Ninja Turtles? That's why I fell in love with Eastman and Laird's comic books as well. Love these books. If you've ever gone through them and read them, the black and white, the artwork is very nice. Always read your books, check them out. I've read every single book that I send. I never send anything without reading it. I think every book I had, I've read. So, gotta read them, gotta love them, gotta appreciate them. That's why I pass that down to my son too. I'm like, between the artwork and the storyline, read it, appreciate it. That's what they're there for. That's what they're made for. On to the next one. Now, these next two are part of a collection that I picked up. Somebody local was selling a whole comic book collection. Probably about, I'm going to say, let's see, 250, about 800 bucks. I picked up 800 bucks, less than $1 a piece. Definitely some awesome finds. A lot of awesome finds in there. Like I said, my first order of CGC, a couple of those went out. If you follow me on Instagram at Poppin' Some Pops, you saw some of the pickups from that collection. I had actually another copy of this in that collection. I had the whole Wolverine run from number 1 to 159, solid all the way through. First appearance of Gambit, first appearance of Carnage, all kinds of first appearance and keys in that haul, so definitely well worth the money. These two were part of that collection, so I'm going to show this off to you today. This is, which one's this? Very nice. Awesome. One of my favorite Spawn covers probably ever. Spawn number 77, first appearance of Archangel Spawn. Very cool. Love this cover. Listen, as far as Image Comics go, Spawn, you can't get any better than that. Definitely one of my favorites as far as Image Comics go. Image Comics get trashed a lot. I mean, with the comic industry in the 90s was kind of a mess. So all these different companies, variants, all this stuff kind of killing it. But hey, what's different than today, right? Not much. But very cool. And guess what we got? This was also pressed by CCS and came back a solid, boom, 9.8 on that one. Very happy with the 9.8 on that bad boy. Very cool. I'm going to slide him out of the bag here and take a look at it. This was a solid book. I knew that going in. Like I said, the person that I bought this off of, I think, bought it. It was bagged and boarded right away and never even opened, as were a lot of the books in that collection. And just very well kept. So 9.8 white pages on that. I think cover price right now, I usually use cover price for everything just to get an idea as far as values besides eBay. I think cover price has it in the mid 3s right now as far as value goes. So that's definitely a keeper. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the Ninja Turtles or not because I'm not a big Ninja Turtle collector anymore. Might put those up for sale or trade. Not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. But this one's definitely, because I have some more Spawn books out to CGC now. That one's definitely a keeper. Wolverine's definitely a keeper too. I'm not, even at 8.5, I'm not getting rid of that. That was my first book I think I've ever bought. But the Ninja Turtles, I think I might let go. Next one. Also part of that collection that I picked up. First appearance of Scarlet Spider. Now this was the first appearance of Scarlet Spider. I think Ben Reilly showed up originally in Amazing Spider-Man 149, if I'm not mistaken. That was when the Jackal made the clone of Peter Parker, but he showed up originally as the Scarlet Spider in this issue, Web of Spider-Man 118. This book has really picked up as far as popularity. I was just at New York Comic Con this past week. I saw a lot of people looking into picking up this book. I saw a lot of people buying this book, raw copies of this book. Definitely a cool one. I don't see too many. I don't even think at the show I saw any at a 9.8. And guess what? 9.8. very, very pleased with that. So they did do it, like I said, between the person that had this before me, and I gotta give CCS some credit because, I mean, they did a basic press job on it, but listen, I can't ask for more than a 9.8. So, very, very cool. Let's see. First solo clone story. Venom appearance. Marvel subscription insert included. Complete 9.8. Very, very cool. This is definitely a keeper in my collection. Very cool book to have. And I think cover price last time I checked this, I think at 90, it was over 500 for that. So, but a book's only worth what somebody will pay for it. So, somebody's willing to pay over 5 for it, even though I'm not willing to sell that. Very happy with that. Very cool. I love that cover too. Same thing with that Spawn cover. That Spawn cover is probably one of my favorites. Spawn #1 will always hold a certain place in my heart, which I have a couple copies out to that to CGC right now. We'll see how they come back. Like I said, that was my first order. Can't wait. Doing well so far. Look, I'll take the 2 9.8s. I'll take 9.8s every day, but a low grade's better than no grade. So did very well today. I'm very happy with it. I have many orders going out. I have them being pressed right now, so I can't wait to see what they come back at. So if you like the CGC unboxing, once again, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. This way you know what we got going on, what we're dropping, what we're releasing. Maybe if we're going live, depending on what we're doing, maybe we'll do a live CGC unboxing one day. How would you guys like that? Maybe the next order we get, or the order after that. Maybe my first order pressed from Gamma Rays. Maybe I'll do that live stream, talk about pressing and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Be fun to have you guys involved, to have you there with us. Very cool, very happy. In the meantime, people, keep on rocking. Hope everybody's doing well. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what was your favorite pickup of today. Not pickup, but pick back. We pack back. Let's as far as our mail call, our CGC. What was your favorite today? Let us know in the comments down below. In the meantime, guys, love you. Hope everybody's doing well. We'll see you in the next one.